Hey there. So today we're doing a lab called the Momentum Station Lab, and we're going to use Hot Wheels cars to do this lab. And what you're going to do today is you're going to use your knowledge of potential energy, kinetic energy, and momentum to calculate the velocities of different cars rolling down ramps of different heights. So we have two different height ramps, and we have two different mass cars. So the first thing I'm going to do this in 3 steps. First off, I'm going to show you how the experiment is set up and your basic data, and give you your basic data. Then we're going to do station 1, and then we'll do station 2. Okay, and that's the order the lab is written. So you can follow along in the lab as we do this. Okay, so first of all, how is this set up? Well, I have a high ramp and I have a low ramp. Okay, and I have a light car and I have a heavy car. Okay, and what I'm going to do, only thing we're going to measure with the experimental apparatus today is we're going to measure, when we send the car down the ramps, we're going to measure how far the car pushes the bag for each of these 2 trials that we're going to do. Okay, so let's talk about the data. So the high ramp that you can see here at the top of the chair is 79 centimeters high. Remember all these numbers, I'm going to give you numbers in centimeters and grams. You're going to have to convert these to meters and kilograms to do the analysis, okay? Don't forget to make that conversion. So the high ramp is 79. The low ramp right here is 44 centimeters high, okay? The heavy car is 50 grams, okay? 50 grams. It has some pennies on the top of it, okay? And the light car is 35 grams. They're both Hot Wheels cars, okay? That's all the data that you really need to do the calculations, okay? But we're also gonna do an experiment. And that experiment has 2 stations. Station 1, we're gonna vary the ramp height, but we're gonna leave the mass of the car the same, okay? And station 2, we're gonna vary the car mass, but we're gonna leave the ramp height the same, okay? This is a lot like a lot of experiments you do in science where if you change the variables, right? But in the case of this, we wanna only change 1 variable at a time to look at the differences. Because if we change 2 variables at once, we can't really assess what matters when it comes to the variables and how it impacts the results. Okay, so I'm gonna start with station 1. Okay, I'm going to vary the ramp height. I'm going to use a constant mass car. I'm going to use the light car for both. Okay, the light car for both. So this doesn't have the pennies on it. And I'm going to run it down the ramp into the bag, and I'm going to measure how far the bag travels. Okay, so I'm going to use the high ramp for both, and here it goes. Ooh, boy, that's a good one. Okay, let's see. So this... There we go. It's about 84 centimeters, okay? So this is trial 1. This is the high ramp, the light car, 84 centimeters, okay? Now we're gonna lose the low ramp and the light car. Okay, and we're gonna do the same thing. So this is the same car. The light car, right? Here we go. Okay. And this is about 43 centimeters. Okay? Okay, so that's station 1.